Yeah, here we are on Runorder. I was just telling Daren off camera before we started. I might as well tell everybody. So Viv did call me up once when he was going through a bit of a low period after the 83 World Cup. And I advised him to just point the shoulder more towards extra cover and immediately got 100 here in Wankhede.
I think you forgot you told him to hit across the line as well.
Well, he already did that. He always did this Viv, for God's sake.
Viv Poonawala.
Isaac, Vivian, Alexander Richard. Stand up when I take his name. I've got my own crazies going on.
I know logistically it would have been a big headache for the tournament organisers, and I know that it would have been difficult, but we have got quite a lot of time in between games, and if we have got to travel a day later, then so be it. We put men on the moon. So why can't we have a reserve day when actually this tournament is a long tournament?
If the rain gods were a team in this World Cup, they'd have been up on the table for consistency. In just 2 weeks, the 2019 edition has already broken the World Cup record of most matches that are called off. And if you need a rather glum throwback, it was just in June 2017 when the Champions Trophy, also in England, saw many innovative ways of killing time on rainy days. Now, with the ICC defending no reserve days and blaming unseasonable weather, where does that leave teams and fans?
But then what do we do?
It's tough, but it's the same for everyone. Now, it might...
it rains on your match, not on somebody else's.
Yeah, but that
India Park, rain has been forecast. For example, I'm just telling you, this is serious.
No, fair enough, but those rules are put in place before the start of the tournament. If someone has a problem, then they should argue about them at that point. I think every team's happy. I don't think anyone wants to have a reserve day. Yeah, it might affect you. Sometimes you might actually have a game where it affects your game, the weather, and you might be out of the tournament. You just have to take it. Because you can't have it both ways.
I'll take a legal perspective on this.
Thank you.
Ronak will agree with me.
Out to work lawyer.
Rain and interruptions like that's an act of God. So,
yep.
I think the game already caters for interruptions and these sort of circumstances. I would not want to sort of complicate a tournament with reserve days. I think the tournament rules and regulations were announced.
3 teams may suffer.
So be it. That's beyond anyone's control.
I agree with my fellow lawyer here.
Darren, you're a LLB?
I have my undergraduate law degree, yeah.
What are you saying? There's 2 educated people, Ajit.
In 2007, they used to have reserve days during the Super 8s. I remember Brian Lara's game against England where his final game was going on forever.
Alone.
Yeah, and it happened twice. It doesn't necessarily mean that the tournament gets more exciting. If you just want the result for the sake of a result, sometimes rain adds to the drama.
But for example, they expect June 16 to be rain. Can they change that date?
No, they've kept reserve days.
You just want reserve day for that game.
Yeah.
80,000 bucks for the cheapest ticket. Ajit, what
They are
buy an umbrella after that?
they're refunding tickets if you don't get a game, if you don't get a ball in the game.
It's not only about. I agree with the logistical nightmare.
Are you a lawyer?
Yeah.
Are you a lawyer?
I'm not.
Can
I still talk?
If you're a lawyer, speak. Are you an engineer? You be an engineer. Not even an engineer. What are you? You're an ice cream. Malai.
My question is just that because India-Pakistan is commercially such an important game. Forget ticketing and all that.
It's the biggest.
It's the biggest match after the final. Would the ICC consider? I don't know. Having a reserve day just for that? Is it that crazy an idea to have a reserve day for India?
Is it a prejudiced idea also because other teams will be, what the hell?
Right, I agree logically as they're saying. It's even for everyone, but just to put it into context, because you mentioned the 1983 World Cup, India wouldn't have won the World Cup had there been no reserve day. The India-West Indies game, the first game they won, went on to the second day. England was playing Australia, Australia was playing West Indies, that game went to the reserve day and Australia lost. So, I'm just saying it could make a major difference to the tournament.
There for the semis and the final.
One more reason they cannot have reserve days is because it's very difficult. You can't book your tickets because what if it rains, then you can't keep booking for multiple tickets. You can't block all flights, hotels. It's logistic.
Anyway, they're having a nightmare with the tickets.
So it's
a logistical nightmare.
In England, people don't take 2 days off.
There is a 40% chance of rain anyway without any prayer. So 2 days of India-Pakistan matches would be fantastic for everyone.
I say make it 3 days and just cancel one of the other games. I'm sure we can work out something. Or we go around the room very quickly. Reserve day, I think you guys said
not in the current format that they're playing. 9 games. If you play well enough, you have enough games to
in tournaments where we've had reserve days. So you're saying this from experience as well.
I agree with it. Reserve days for the playoff matches, the semi-final, final.
Yen. Fair enough. So the experts say no. Malay wants his India-Pakistan. Cancel the rest of the tournament. Nothing else matters.
You can't make exceptions just for a few games. You got to do it for the tournament, and it's not possible. Logically,
Not
you
a
can't.
egalitarian approach.
Yeah, you can't do it in such a format.
Fair enough.
I'm saying not a single
Short term.
game in this World Cup.
Now, finish it now.
Not a single game in this
Stop,
World
stop.
Cup
Bas.
will have a
The
non-result.
rain will
because
come
of
and
rain.
go, but you will go on and on and on and on, man. Sorry, guys. No rain.